Hey, what's up guys, welcome back, Character Dealer, and today we're going to talk about how to get some great deals on some of the M18 tools for even less than the tools themselves, so stay tuned! Guys, so we got a lot of deals for you here today. We posted one a little bit earlier with the M12 kits, but while looking around there, we did come across a few other ones. So right now, a lot of the major retailers, they have some of the Milwaukee promos going on, especially since it's like a Milwaukee-backed thing with the MAP price. Anyways, long story short, this retailers generally, authorized retailers generally mostly all work the same. They're the vendor kind of control, their manufacturer kind of controls like limited pricing and all that fun stuff. But anyways, long story short, right now, since a lot of the buy tool get the battery type free things going on, you can add some of the it's supposed to work in the way that you buy the tool and the battery as one item together, but on the Home Depot website you can add them to the cart separately and it kind of discounts the entire thing. So that this way you can get a really good deal. So right now on this deal in particular, you can get the M18 Fuel Router, right? You have to go and add this to your cart and then go and add the M18 5.0 amp hour battery to your cart, and then the pricing goes down to $129. So normally if you go and look up this router by itself, this router here by itself is normally $179. So right now, if you add the router and the battery to your cart, you can get the kit without the charger for about $130. Most likely, if you're buying this router or any of the Milwaukee tools, you probably already have some Milwaukee tools. Okay, so you most likely don't need the charger. Most of the people who have a bunch of Milwaukee tools have a lot of chargers just laying around. So so remember, you can get the M18 Fuel Router and the 5.0 amp hour battery for about $130. If you don't have it in your local store, just look around you and you can pick it up. So this seems to be a great deal. There's a bunch of other great deals you can have going on. So one other thing I found, I don't know if a lot of people are going to be into it, but if you look for the M18 Sprayer, so this sprayer is normally $300 by itself, okay? This is a tool only, and this gets horrible reviews, but if you've ever used it and you do a lot of hand pumping on sprayers, you got a large yard or garden or whatever, this is a lifesaver. So watch this. So this sprayer by itself, tool only, is $300. If you pick this up, or if you add this to your cart, right, and then you go back and then you can, I don't know what happens to the battery, but here, let's just add another battery to it. So if I go M18 battery, let's add the 5.0 amp hour battery. If you add this 5.0 amp hour battery and you add to your cart, it'll go down to about $250. So the total for this, let's go back to the cart. Click on that. But if you go back to the cart, so the sprayer and the 5.0 amp hour battery is roughly around $250. So it's $50 cheaper than just buying the kit by itself. So in this way, you can actually get a great deal on a lot of the tools that you can look for. For instance, the rear handle circular saw. Just look for a Milwaukee rear handle circular saw. So most of you guys know this circular saw by itself is roughly around, I want to say $270 or $260. If you can't find it, just go here, click on it, and you can actually just type for the model number. So you have a hard time coming up. So you take this model number, Milwaukee 2830. This is the easy way to find it. Just search for the model. I don't know what happened to ID Post. Literally just looking at it just a few minutes ago. Maybe it's out of stock or whatnot. But you can actually pick up this circular saw with a XC 8.0 amp, high output 8.0 amp hour battery for roughly around $280. So here we go. Let's go look at this one real quick. So if you go add this $270 saw by itself, right? Oh no, that's why, it's out of stock. But if you're in an area, let's just go look for 224. Okay, so let's just say I just type in some random zip code. Obviously, just look for zip codes around you, okay? If you're not, I'm not in Georgia, but this is just for an example. Where I'm not going to go pick this thing up here, but this is just an example. If you did live here, just look around. Most of you guys that live in the area know that the zip codes that are fairly near to you, so do that. But if you add the rear handle circular saw by itself, it's normally around $270. Right now, it won't discount the entire thing, but you can get a free M18 8.0 amp hour battery. Clearly, type better than I'm typing, and you'll be better. Okay, clearly. I don't know how to type. That's obvious. So, go look for this battery. If you add this battery to your cart, it will be around the same price because you can get the battery for free. So here's another example right here. So right now the cart total with that XC 8.0 amp hour battery and the rear handle circular saw kit, which is 200 circular saw tool by itself, is $270. Right now I can get the tool only and the battery for $270. So that's actually a great deal considering if you look at the kit price, it's almost like $500. That's insane. All right, so this you can get pretty much half price. Yeah, the kit comes with a 12 volt, but it's half price, and most likely you already have a charger. So if I go here, let me exit out of this real quick. But while I'm on the screen, I do want to show you this. You can do the same thing with the Super sawzall and the 8.0 amp hour battery. So right now, if you get it like this, it's about $420. But if you add this item to your cart separately, and then you add this item to your cart separately, you pretty much get the tool-only pricing. So that's a little thing you got going on a little bit differently. Some of the deal you can get, see for instance, this thing, total, right here, look, $270. So you can get this for a really good deal by itself. Let's see how much the Super sawzall thing looks like real quick. M18 Super. Actually, let's just see what comes if you do Super. There's so many Super. They also got the Super hog and all that fun stuff. But if you add this, see it's about $250. Remember earlier, that thing was an insane price. So if you get the 12 amp hour kit, it's about $450, which is kind of insane. If I go back here, assuming people would stop texting me. Well, this is a terrible example because it didn't necessarily work here. Never mind, just kidding. So with the Super sawzall, you have to add the 5 amp hour battery. You won't get the 8 amp hour battery, so that's not as good of a deal as the rear handle circular saw, because obviously that's the most popular saw that they make. But if you add this to your cart, the 5 amp hour battery and the Super sawzall, you can get it for, I'll go show you. Let me cancel this out. So obviously this doesn't work here. So you can get the total for Super sawzall and the 5 amp hour batteries for $199. So that's actually seems to be, I think, cheaper than, what was the tool by itself? That's cheaper than just the tool by itself. You get a free 5.9 amp hour battery. Okay, so that seems to be a great deal. Sure, you don't really want to. You don't get the maximum benefit of using this saw without the high output batteries, but this way you can get some really great tools in the Milwaukee lineup for a really good deal. Other things that I tried here were like the impacts. You can get the, I think it was the 1/2 inch impact with the friction ring. It also works with the 3/4 inch impact wrench, the mid-torque 3/8, the fuel 3/8. It also works on the cordless jigsaw, I already showed you the Super sawzall. Works on some of the SDS stuff and some of the like the 4.5 inch grinder and the radios and stuff like that. So just make sure you go and check it out, whichever one you need. Like I said, this is a good way to get into a lot of the higher end or great Milwaukee tools for a lot less than the tool by itself. So it works with the 5 amp hour batteries and 8 amp hour batteries. I'm not going to go through and list every single one because there's obviously a lot of them, but you can go and browse around and figure out which ones you need. But the core ones, which is the circular saw, sawzall, and the, I don't want to say the drill and impacts because those aren't really under the promotion, but the impact wrenches and stuff all work. So go figure it out. Hope this video helped you guys out. This is a great way to get some good deals, and we'll see you guys next time.